For simple ways to make people naturally want to talk to you. Have you ever gone to a wedding or a social gathering and felt completely invisible? Everyone around you is laughing, chatting, and having a great time. Meanwhile, you're standing in the corner, staring at your phone and pretending to be busy. Then a thought crosses your mind. Am I really that uninteresting? Most of us react the same way. The more awkward we feel, the more we withdraw. The more we fear being judged, the more we avoid conversation. And ironically, the more we want attention, the harder we try to act like we don't care. But that's exactly what sends the wrong message. People assume they probably don't want to be bothered. As a result, you miss opportunities to meet new people. You make yourself feel isolated in a crowded room. And over time, you begin to believe that you're simply not someone others are drawn to. Today, I'm going to share 4 incredibly simple ways to make people naturally want to come over and talk to you. And stay until the last one. Because that's where the real magic happens. 1. The first 3 seconds determine whether you seem approachable. People form first impressions surprisingly fast. Long before you say a single word. If you walk into a room with your head down, shoulders tense, and your eyes glued to your phone, people's brains automatically interpret that as, this person doesn't want to talk. On the other hand, people with natural charisma usually do something very simple. They stand up straight. They calmly look around the room. They make brief eye contact with people. Not an intense stare. Just a quick glance accompanied by a small, genuine smile. Imagine walking into a party. Instead of rushing straight to your seat, simply look around and say, "Hey everyone." That's all it takes. Don't try too hard to impress people. Just make yourself feel approachable. You're sending one simple message. I'm open to connecting. 2. Your body language speaks before you do. Sometimes it isn't your words that push people away. It's your body language. Crossed arms. A tense face. Constantly looking down. Fidgeting with your phone. All of these are defensive signals. Even if you desperately hope someone starts a conversation, your body is quietly saying, "Please don't bother me." I remember seeing a relative at a wedding. She spent the entire evening sitting quietly with her hands hidden under the table, staring at her phone with a serious expression. No one dared approach her. Here's the truth. A relaxed body makes other people feel relaxed. Next time, don't hide in a corner. Relax your shoulders. Soften your facial expression. Stand the way you naturally would if you were comfortable at home. Don't close yourself off. And then blame others for being distant. Show people you're open to connection. 3. Be curious instead of trying to sound interesting. This is probably the most common mistake people make. Many believe they need to be funny, clever, or entertaining to become likable. So before every conversation, they think, what should I say to sound interesting? But the most engaging people do the exact opposite. They're genuinely curious about other people. Imagine you're attending your company's year-end party. You notice someone from another department carefully studying a beautiful flower arrangement. Instead of saying, "Those flowers are pretty, aren't they?" try asking, "Do you know what kind of flowers these are? You seem really interested in flower arranging." That's an open-ended question. It makes the other person feel genuinely noticed. Then, when they begin talking, don't interrupt by telling your own story. Instead, ask another question. What's the hardest part about learning flower arranging? Or ask them how they first became interested in it. People enjoy spending time with those who make them feel important. And who knows? You might discover something you have in common. And leave with a brand new friend. Don't try to become the person who talks the most. Become the person who makes others want to keep talking. 4. Stop waiting for other people to validate your worth. This is the idea that ties everything together. It's the mindset that makes every other technique work. Stop waiting for other people to confirm your value. Most people who feel invisible are trapped in the same cycle. They walk into a room hoping someone notices them. They wait for someone else to start the conversation. Then they measure their own worth by asking, "Did anyone want to talk to me?" But naturally charismatic people think differently. They walk into a room believing they already belong there. They don't rely on other people's approval to feel confident. Because of that, they project a completely different kind of energy. An energy that quietly says, "I'll be perfectly fine whether you talk to me or not, but I'm here, and I'm happy to connect if you are." Ironically, that's exactly what makes people curious. That's what draws them in. When you stop chasing attention, you start attracting it. When you stop trying so hard to impress people, they begin noticing you naturally. Because the most attractive energy of all is the quiet confidence of someone who doesn't feel the need to prove themselves to anyone. Emotional stopover. I'm here to help you become a better version of yourself every day.